Guys, Will Potato Strong here. Just thought I'd talk a little bit about my imperfections today. A lot of times on social media, people say that we all just share, the best part of ourselves, and you're not really seeing the true picture. And so I thought I would just go through some of the physical things physical issues that I have. One of the things that I've had for a long time is, if you look at my eyes, they're deep set eyes, they call them. There's basically just skin over the eye socket here. And so when you look closely, and I can show you a picture when I was younger, and so there's no fat between the skin and the bone, so that's why it has a dark look to it. And so when people see that in some of my videos during the lighting and certain situations, they'll say, are you getting enough sleep, or you're lacking in some sort of nutrient? And so a lot of times, especially if you're vegan, these things are open to attack by people. But even within the vegan movement, there'll be suggestions. And sometimes they're just genetic issues. So I wanted to share that. And another thing that happened quite a few years ago, before I went plant-based, is I got this ring on my arm, and I went and checked it out, and there's these bumps. You can see some of the remnants right around here. And originally it was a circle, and they call it annular granuloma. Annular means circular. And over time it sort of spread. It opened up, and right around the same time I got a couple of bumps on my finger. So right now, I recently got a new bump. I don't know if you can see that, but right at the knuckle, there's this bump compared to that one. Let's try it this way as well. Let's see. So those kind of happen around the same time. And so they did a biopsy of this one, and it came to be annular granuloma, but there's not really any cure for it. People have talked about apple cider vinegar, and you can get injections, cortisone injections, but they say that it tends to sort of fade out after a few years. I have some pain. I've injured myself occasionally. One nagging one I have is in my shoulder. I'm not exactly sure where, but I was doing this planche. It's like a gymnastic move, and it's like a push-up. You lean way forward, and you basically put a lot of stress on your shoulders. And I was doing some other things that really put a lot of stress on my shoulders, and there's been a nagging issue there. Before that, I had chronic back pain, lower back pain, which is basically, to me, in my glutes, or I tried everything you can imagine. For 10 years I had a nagging pain, and now it's a lot better. It's a whole story there, all the treatments I did, and eventually got some good massage that helped, QL, quadratus lumborum, and stuff like that. But gluteus medius minimus. But I used to get spasms in my glute, which is pretty brutal because it's a big muscle. And it's a lot better now. Losing the weight really helped the back pain. I have a condition for years and years ago on my head where I got these bumps, and it's called folliculitis decalvans. And I let it go pretty bad, so they would actually get filled with liquid, and I would pick at them, and there's a few bald spots where I let it go and I picked at it, and then I eventually got treatment, which was cortisone injections, steroid injections, Elicom lotion, which you put on, and a tar shampoo. Occasionally I'll feel a sensitivity coming on, and usually that means that you try to, if you don't, you have to wash your hair more frequently and just get the oils out of your system. I get occasionally sometimes it seems like a pimple, but the last time it was more like an ingrown hair for 3 months because of the beard. And I wash this every night, and but it still happens once in a while. I wear a bite plane when I sleep, and that is to keep your teeth from grinding. So they saw some wear on my teeth, and they thought that I was grinding my teeth. And so you put this bite plane in, and it allows your sort of teeth to slide over top of each other. It's just on the upper set. And before that, I had a chip, and possibly because of the grinding, I had a little chip, and they fixed it, they filled it, and then I started having problems. It really bothered me after I had the chip filled, and it took me a while to figure this out because they were trying to grind it down and make it fit in my teeth properly. But I started developing like this guy figured out when I went to this really good specialist that it was really in the jaw, the muscles, and it's like clenching from from once they did the filling. I kind of was sensitive to it or something, and pressing and checking on it all the time. So I developed almost like a trigger point in the muscle, and I used to chew, and it was really sensitive on this side, and eventually, I try to massage that out. So on this side, it's pretty much gone now, but I have a sort of a tight muscle here that that I sometimes massage out. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just thought I'd share some things, and if you guys want to post your suggestions below, feel free. A lot of these things are not really, they don't seem to react to anything. I've been on this plant-based diet for over 2 years. Anyways, just thought I'd throw out there the reality for you guys to see some stuff that I have issues with, and just to not try to present some fake persona and sort of Pollyannish view of myself. Everybody has issues. I know you guys all probably have your own issues as well, and this is just physical issues. And I hope that helps you guys. Talk to you later.